Hi, I'm bringing you a brand new project to share. And I want to tell you just a quick note about this. This started out with the Bo Bunny recipe kit. And after making it, and it didn't quite fit the contents, so I went up to the Bo Bunny warehouse and I talked to them in their main office, and I told them what I wanted to do, that we were going to rebuild it, and they said go for it. So I teamed up with Susan Chamberlin. She is the architect behind designing it to look just like that, but more functional and more usable. Susan Chamberlin does a lot of free videos and tutorials for us on Scrapbookers of Country Craft Creations over on Facebook. And she only shares them with us and her close friends. And I have to say thank you so much for teaming up with me. And we are bringing this to you. Now it's laying down, so I'm going to pick it up in just a moment. The tutorial and cutting guide are going to be free. And the tutorial will be posted on YouTube. I will have it all edited and ready up for next week, but the cutting guide will be in the files on Scrapbookers of Country Craft Creations on Facebook. All you have to do is send a member request, and then come on in and ask where they are, and I'll show you where the cutting guide is. Or if you buy the kit, there is going to be a kit available, and you're going to love this. In the kit will be your cutting guide. And then the video shows you how to put it together, so it's very easy. Susan's instructions are great. Let me tell you, everything in the kit is going to be what you need to make your box, and you will be able to use some of the supplies extra. First of all, the flowers came from Prima. So there will be, let me move these down. As you can see, 2 packages of the Prima flowers. These are just gorgeous. The butterflies, you can reuse them. So I use the pink, but as you can see, they all really go well. So the flowers, and then in your kit from Bo Bunny Soiree line will be the paper sheets that you need to create this with. The chipboard in black, so you will get your chipboard sheets. And then the layered chipboards come from Bo Bunny also. So those will be in there. And the recipe contents. That is all included in this kit. So you have absolutely everything. So I want to get started. And what I want to do is show you on the top, because you're also going to get your little handle to take it off, to lift your lid off with. And you'll have a small rose. And then these are those Prima flowers that you can put on to cascade down the front. And I'm going to turn it to its side. There we go. So you can see the side, and it's nice and big. Here is the back. The bottom, I went ahead and papered mine. Your sides. Now there will be a couple of differences in your tutorial. In the tutorial, you will have a pencil holder that is on the inside, made out of chipboard, and then you will also have a pocket. So you'll have that option. So when you lift it up, and I think some of my contents, the lid does come off. So let me go ahead and no, they didn't. And so this is the lid, and I did paper the inside. So you'll get the stripe sheet. You'll get plenty of these sheets that we covered with. And let me move this to the side because it is large. And then you're going to get the pink. Look at this. You'll get these pink sheets. Now, in the tutorial, Susan has put a pocket here. So when you lift it up, you have more space. And then you will have I'm going to lay a pencil holder. Let me lay this back down. Now, this is laying down. Of course, yours will sit up. There'll be a pencil holder here. The layered chipboard, you'll see more pieces from Bo Bunny. And then the black chipboard. This is why we wanted black for the inside. Now I went ahead, I actually had done mine with, this was the prototype Susan made, and I went ahead and painted it. She painted this part black, but the black chipboard looks much better. And then you won't have to do any painting. And you will also get, see, back here are your strips that you'll need of black. So you'll get your black paper, you'll get your Prima flower package, your butterfly package, you'll get your chipboard. You get the black chipboard that it takes to make this. You'll just need to cut it to the dimensions. You'll also get your cardstock, the layered chipboards, and you're going to get these recipe contents. So I'm going to have to work this upside down as if it was, see, it stands up beautifully. So the first pocket, so I'm just going to hold it down. Now also we've done some adjusting. So the pocket is a little bit shorter to accommodate your recipe cards. So I want to first take out the recipe cards. And you do get all of these in your kit. So you'll get all the different beautiful recipe cards. I think we can come ahead and come on down a little bit now so you can see a little better. Tons of them, and then it starts over. So you get gosh, I'm sorry, I should have looked at the package, but there's like 20 some here, I believe. I'll put the exact count up on the website. So what I did is I just divided mine in half. Set those there. Now, it's I know, a little hard to work on camera. The back part is the larger recipe contents, and then your Home Sweet Home layered chipboard. Really easy to make. Susan made one and put it together on video for you in 1 hour and like 40 minutes. So you can have the construction of this done in 1 hour and 40 minutes. And then for the decorating, what I'm going to do is when I get that video, I will add to it, because I'll show you, okay, now you're going to cut this paper, which is the Soiree collection. You're going to cut these sheets to fit into there, then your pink sheets, and then the outside. And then all you'll have to do is put them on, and I'll go through layering these. Very simple. You could actually do it. It'd be great to take to a crop. You could have it done in a weekend. I'm going to just set this up. Let's move it to the back. Now what's nice about the recipe contents, they are 8.5 by almost 7 to the far edge of these. So you can also, they double as you can put them in a binder. So they have the holes that are punched. Let's come on down. And you get all these little pieces. And then you'll get full-size recipe cards that are printed front and back. All the different sizes. So they will also fit into a binder. So you could also, if you are thinking of buying the Soiree paper line, you could buy the paper line, cover a 3-ring binder, and include this. What a wonderful gift. So this is just a pocket. You can use it standing. These are your dividers. So you have soups and salads, or you can just divide them up here, and then your recipes that go behind. Like I said, they're beautiful, printed on both sides. Great full-size recipe cards. And then more of the pockets. So you can either divide them in sections up here in the top, use them in a binder. So let's go ahead and I'll lay this down for the camera. So those will fit right in the back. And like I said, in the video tutorial, you're going to get a pencil holder made out of the chipboard that will sit on this side, and it still leaves plenty of room for your recipe cards to fit. Excuse me. And there we go. Put those down in. And then when you are done with your recipe card file, so when you're using it on your countertop, you can lay your recipe card, you know, right here. It won't get dirty and messed up on your counter. And then you can just write. Or if you're making out menus for the week, you've got your pretty little desktop here. And then when you're done, so we're just going to lay it back down. It folds to the side. Let's bring the camera up. Fits nicely on your sides. and then on goes your lid. So the kit is over on Country Craft Creations, and the complete kit to make everything, to make this whole thing and to have all your recipe content so that you don't have to buy anything else. And as you know, I ship out really soon. So these will be shipping out on Friday, the kits, because Susan has the video done. I just need to do the editing, but the kits will be mailed out on Friday. Bo Bunny is just getting the rest of it put together for me. So we'll have these mailed out Friday. You'll have them Monday, Tuesday of the following week at the latest. And if I get them in sooner and get the video sooner, I will definitely mail them out sooner. So go over to Country Craft Creations and order yours. The complete kit without shipping is $41.75 for everything. Isn't that great? So you get the 2 packages of the Prima butterflies, the Prima flowers, and we're talking full packages. You're not just going to get pieces and bits. You'll get a full sheet of the chipboards, and you will get your black cardstock needed to make this. You'll get all the sheets of these pattern papers. Then you're also going to get 3 sheets of Cardabella black cardstock to make your binding strips or your connection strips here. And the video is free, the tutorial. You won't have to pay extra for your tutorial. Susan is a step-by-step person. She's really easy to follow, and you're going to love it. So hop on over and secure your kit today because they're going up on the website. Thanks for watching.